I was excited to have landed in Belgium and made my way over to Antwerp for some lunch and light shopping after finding out that my hotel room was not yet ready. While I was in Antwerp, I stopped at the Belgian chocolate house, one of their many storefronts, and I was able to learn about some of the best chocolatiers that Belgium has to offer, one of which being Pierre. And after trying a couple of his pieces, I love them so much that I bought a few different boxes and took them home with me for my family to try. Definitely recommend checking out his liqueurs and his truffles while you're in Belgium. So it took only 6 or so hours, but I'm finally checked in. Happy to be able to put my stuff down after a good day's adventure out in Antwerp. Made it back to Brussels surprisingly quickly. And this is the Marriott, or the Grand Marriott. A single king-size room, not street facing, so this is my view. But I like it. It's calm. I think that's what's important. Probably gonna spend a good amount of time right here for a little bit and then figure out what I'm gonna do tonight. So I kicked off day 2 with some of my friends and we went over to learn more about the EU Parliament. Check out this clip.
The European Parliament represents democracy at continental level, and decision-making in the EU is a democratically legitimate process.
After learning a lot about the EU Parliament, I went on a walking tour with a couple of friends who were also going on their own Euro tour, and it was an Airbnb experiences tour led by our guide Carlos. This was a great time to learn so much about the city. So this building, for example, is one of the old palaces, and when I zoom in here you can see that this side with their windows that are all rectangularly shaped does not match the right hand side, which was reconstructed along with the doorways that don't match by a very young architect who people say actually jumped from the tower because he was afraid he'd be killed for his mistake. We ended on a sweet note at another Belgian chocolatier shop. It was actually the first one to create lactose-free Belgian chocolates. For dinner, I popped over across the street from the hotel to Le Grand Café for some mussels. Just got back from Choco Donuts, which was definitely on my list before I came to Brussels. I wanted to check it out, and I'll insert some shots here, but I really enjoyed it. The donut was super delicious, but very heavy. I got the wild berry, and then they had a great collection of other assorted items too. And I also got the Russian latte, which was basically a lungo with more milk. And now I am going to head over to Ghent for most of the afternoon because I really enjoyed seeing Antwerp, and I'm hoping that I can try some good bites and see some fun things out there before returning for my last evening in Brussels. So my time in Ghent has come to quite an abrupt end. I didn't have a chance to eat a real meal out here, but I did get a donut, and now I'm going to head back to Brussels on the maybe last train and get dinner there. This day has been an absolute struggle bus for your girl in terms of food, but then also travel. So I'm back from Ghent. and starving, but I'll get into that a bit later. Right now I'm gonna run out and grab dinner. I made a reservation at San. So I'll take you guys along with me, and that should hopefully be really good. And then I will come back and debrief you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. So today was overall good, as you've seen through a little bit of the clips and montages earlier in the video. Day 3 was still a success. I want to preface everything I'm about to say with I would still come to Belgium. I still think that everyone, for the most part, is actually very friendly and considerate and everything. But let's just like dig in a little bit deeper for some of the stuff that was behind the scenes. So, in Ghent, well, first of all, on the way to Ghent, I had gone to Antwerp my first day here, day 1, and the lady at the till where you buy your tickets asked, "Oh, are you under 26?" And I said, "Yes," because I am. And when I bought my ticket to go to Antwerp and back, it was €12.60 or €12.80, and that was round trip for Antwerp, which is further away than Ghent, longer train ride. Now, I don't know if there are just more people who typically go to Ghent, or if there are people who just, I don't know what it is. But today, when I was going to Ghent, I walk up to the till again, different lady who just like already was giving me suspicious vibes. And I go up and she asks, "What's your age?" And so then I tell her what my age is. And instead of doing the whole like €12 whatever, again, it was €6 more expensive, which is like one whole One Direction ticket to Antwerp more expensive. And then on the ticket, it doesn't say like that, oh, that I am a minor under the age of 26, etc, 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 etc. So I was already kind of in like a, it's gonna be one of those kind of days. And so then I'm like, it's fine, it's gonna be Gucci, it's okay. I get on the train ride is super smooth, quick. I get off in Ghent and I'm walking, I'm doing my thing, and it is freezing cold. When I get there, so I decide that I'm gonna walk over to the Holy Food Market, which is in the center of Ghent. So I'm all about trying food halls because I think it's nice that you can have so many different options all in one place. But I start my walk, and let me tell you this, I walk the 50 minutes there, as you will see in this clip. I just walked like 40 minutes to try and come to the Holy Food Market in Ghent, and all these doors are closed, though it says it's open till 10. It was closed. So then I'm upset because I've walked all this way. I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. Like, I decide that, hey, I still need to make my train back in time because there's still stuff I want to do in Brussels, and this is my last real day. So I start my little voyage back, and I see that they have a Bershka and a Primark, which are some of my favorite European stores that I can't get to in America, although now Boston has a Primark, so shout out to Boston. And I do some shopping, get some things for Christmas for some friends and family. And then I decided that I was so hungry that I'm going to, there was a restaurant that I saw maybe a minute or two away from the train station that looked really cool. I'm like, I will eat there before I head back. So I'm walking and doing my thing, only to think to myself, hey, as I'm at this last store that's just up the street from the restaurant, so maybe 3 minutes away from the train station, let me check and see when the last train to Brussels is. It's about 4:17, 4:20ish when I'm checking for this, and the last train leaves at 5:24. If you are like me, you have bad luck with trains, and I'm always like missing trains. I don't know what it is about me and trains, but I'm never there on time. So I was like, I have two options. I can either try and do a super fast dinner and maybe miss this train, but then I'm stuck in Ghent, or I have to take a very expensive, like over €100 Uber to Brussels, or I can just continue to be starving, only surviving on 2 donuts for the day and go straight to the train station. The kind of straw that broke the camel's back for me was the fact that there's no real such thing as a quick sit-down European dinner. So I go straight to the train station, and I'm now tired because I've walked the 50 minutes there, walked around a bit doing some different shopping, and walked another like 45-ish minutes back is the way it shook out after I'd kind of navigated my way back as I was shopping. And so I had walked today, thank goodness for the Apple Watch telling me how much that I do. I walked 12.46 miles today, 26,514 steps. I get back and I'm famished, and I was gonna come to my hotel, drop off stuff and everything. I'm like, I'm so hungry, and I'm afraid that some of the places that I did think were cool to eat in Brussels may not take me as it gets later into the night. So I've now arrived in Brussels, and I walk straight to the little like Galleria hallway. I'll insert a picture here, because there's a restaurant that I looked up the evening of day 1, I believe. No, the evening of day 2, saying I want to eat here. So I go, the restaurant is virtually empty, and I asked the lady, hey, is there space for 1? Assuming that even if there was no table space, I could just sit at the bar. And very quickly, I was dismissed. So that made me kind of sad and like irritated too, because it was one thing if you say there are no tables now, but there'll be tables at this time. Right now, it's like, it was probably like 6:37 when this was happening, and I was like, you have to have a table, I feel like, at some point in the night. But anyways, I was like, it's not meant to be, though I still think that the restaurant looks pretty cool. I'll leave the name right here because it seems to be pretty famous online as a good spot. So one day when I come back to Brussels, I do want to eat there. Like, it's okay. So then I eat dinner, and at this point in time, I'm kind of sad because I'm like, I was planning on having like 3 dinners today. I wanted to try a little bit of everything and go to so many places, and I've really only had 1 real meal today. So then what do you do when you're in Belgium and you're still slightly hungry, but also it's late, you know, it's about 10 p.m. You run all the way over to Manneken-Pis, if that's how you say it properly, and you get yourself your 3rd Belgian waffle of the trip. It was so good. This one had the Biscoff, like cookie butter and bananas and whipped cream, and then she put a little drizzle of chocolate sauce on the top, and by Jove, it was amazing. My favorite part was actually the Biscoff butter. It kind of like scraped off most of the chocolate, and everything else that was happening was a little too chaotic for me, but that Biscoff butter is life. Good day, still recommend everything. If there's anything that I think isn't really worth your time or any hype, find all that information in the description below. There'll be a little URL link to the blog post that this video corresponds to, which will have more pictures, more details written out about this whole trip. And I'm so excited to share that with you guys, so please make sure you go and click on that below, and I will catch you guys tomorrow on the flip side. Good morning, guys. Day 4 here in Belgium, and it's gonna be a pretty short one. It is 7:46 a.m. local time, and it's still so dark outside that I didn't think it'd be worth it to try and go see anything else last minute this morning. I'm hoping to catch a train within the next, like, I don't know, hopefully 20 to 30 minutes so that I can get to the airport on time. I didn't film much on day 4 between breakfast, going to the train station, and getting to the airport. It was all a bit of madness, but I was just happy to be heading home. Hey guys, so I'm back stateside and pretty exhausted. It was not the easiest going through the airport. Like, going in was fine on Tuesday, but coming out today was just something else. So for more information on all of that debacle, and read more about that in the blog post, which I've left a link to in the description below. And yeah, I'm going to go nap. So until next time, I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching.